Okay, here we are with our next game. This is going to be the Eagles versus the Washington football team. Okay, wins for the Eagles. I'm going to have to go conservative. Okay. And then now let's go to the football team. Now we can get started. Football team. Here we are. X Factor DT. Neutralizing, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Okay. 150 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Okay. And I'm also going 4 wins for the football team. And let's get started.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Sim, slow, and forward, and enjoy the game.
Time for needed and much welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. Here's James. And up the 26-yard line, just across the 25. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Chase Young on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
4 yards on the pick.
From the 44, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15 pick out of Ohio State in 2019.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, it was just a one-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll run with McKissick. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
J.D. McKissick, the ball.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher. Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog. Cowbell there on the sack.
It always helps for confidence set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Hey, man, let's play our game. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Landon Collins. Dwayne Haskins sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Complete to Miles Sanders. A 12-yard gain on the play.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They're looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut at SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but it'll be second down.
His pass, intended for Logan Thomas, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's McKissick. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Carrier. The tackle made by Brandon Graham. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
At their own 13.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and quickly finding Rager. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Philadelphia.
To throw, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Oh, that was dangerous.
Wentz's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 27-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And now you saw exactly why the rookie out of TCU, Jalen Rager, was selected in the 1st round by the Philadelphia Eagles. Great quickness, terrific speed, adds a deep threat to the lineup. And remember, Carson Wentz threw for over 4,000 yards last year and didn't have a single wide receiver who had catches over 500 yards. A terrific addition by the Eagles in the 1st round, albeit a bit of a surprise. I think they're going to like what they get out of this young man from Fort Worth.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Eagles 3, Washington 0.
So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because
Anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Haskins. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Inman has it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. Looking for Inman deep. And that is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We get things started with a good one in the NFC. Seattle traveling down south to take on Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. Chris Carson has a touchdown run. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Damiere Byrd, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass there. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Shedding through the defense. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And that is incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll run with Barber, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and Washington has taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's Peyton Barber that polishes it all off with a touchdown scamper. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now James returning. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to get him for a loss of about 3. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
After the sack on first down, Wentz going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it's 3rd and short. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
from midfield. Here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Sean Jackson, incomplete.
Wentz will try again on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Haskins. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34.
From the gun. Haskins. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
11 yards there, just like last play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Haskins to throw. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Eagles 3.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So now Wentz and the Eagles trailing 10-3. A minute 40 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. to throw. Left side here to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Complete to Alshon Jeffrey.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz.
2nd and 4.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. To throw is Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And this is going to be clocked. He won the fight for the football. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Wentz to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Steven Sims now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, that's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now what can Haskins do here in overtime? Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. Now he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
A gain of 5.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now Haskins on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Haskins now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He connected on his first, this from 41. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it's 3-0 Washington. finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Washington, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay, wow. So an overtime win for the football team. Let's upgrade all. Boost for the O-line. And let's go to the Eagles, and then we'll wrap up for today. Upgrade players. And that'll be it today. I will see you in the next video.